here with what is happening at Central.
We have an important update.
On Monday, March 13th, there will be an early release day.
Students will be eating lunch in their classrooms and then be sent home at noon.
So please make sure someone is home to greet your child or make other plans as to where they are going.
On Tuesday, we are hosting a SEL family night for all to enjoy.
Parents, this is a great opportunity to ask questions on how to use the Go Guardian Parent app to track what your students are watching at home and limit their screen time.
The SEL family night will be on Tuesday, March 14th from 5:30 to 7 o'clock here at Central.
So we hope to see many of you there.
On Wednesday, the fire department will be eating lunch with the second graders.
And finally, Friday, March 17th is a day we all get to be a little Irish. It is St. Patrick's Day.
Wherever you go and wherever you do, may the luck of the Irish be there with you.
Hi, I am Edmund.
And I am Maya.
And we are here with your weekend weather.
Well, after a few nice days at the beginning of the week, looks like we are going to end the week like a lion.
Yeah. Today is a high of 40 degrees and a low will be 32 with lots of gray skies and rain showers.
Saturday, there will be a high of 36 degrees and a low of 29 degrees. And we might see some snow showers today as well.
Sunday, there will be a high of 42 and a low of 29. Hopefully, it will be at least be a clear day so I can go play outside.
Who knows with this Cleveland weather?
Have a great weekend, Central.
And don't forget to smile.
Hi, we are here with the lunch menu for next week.
On Monday, we will be having ham on a Hawaiian bun, fruit cocktail, and dragon punch juice.
On Tuesday, we will be having pizza, where we'll be having Bearcat pizza bagels with veggies and mixed fruit juice.
On Wednesday, we'll be having taco wedges with a salsa cup, corn, and fresh apple slices.
On Thursday, we will be having onions and Brussels sprouts with cabbage and mushrooms and a cup of pickle juice.
Ew! Are you serious?
Just kidding. It's pizza day with Domino's pizza, chickpea salad, and apple sauce cup.
Phew! That was a close one. Finally, Friday, we will be having quesadilla, garden salad, bananas, and an ice cream treat for St. Patrick's Day.
That sounds like our lucky day.
Enjoy your week, everyone.
Well, Central, I know many of you have been waiting for today.
We are going to announce who won one of these fidget spinners.
But first, let's review the riddles from last week.
Riddle number 1 was, I have a tail and a head, but no body. What am I?
We had many guesses for a jellyfish, snake, and even worms, but none of those were right.
This was such a tough riddle that there were only 4 students who got this riddle correct.
Wow! So, what has a tail and a head but no body?
The answer is a coin. Riddle number 2 was, I sleep during the day and fly at night, but I have no feathers to aid my flight. What am I?
So this riddle was a little easier, and we had 22 correct answers.
The answer was a bat.
So, how many students got both answers correct? Only one.
Well, it is one of Shannon's own, Abdul.
This is such a big
accomplishment that we are rewarding Abdul with a baggie of goodies. Since there was only one student who got both answers correct, it would only be fair to put all the students who got one of the 2 riddles correct in a basket and pull a few more winners.
And just remember, even if you didn't win this time, there are still many more exciting things happening on CNN. You will just have to keep watching each week.
So here are the winners of the riddles.
Mrs. Kervin's class, Gabby.
Miss Snow's class, Aiden.
Miss Snow's class, Jordan.
Miss Gansler's class, Davari.
Miss Ballone's class, Benji.
Miss Mormino's class, Jordan.
Congratulations to all of our winners. Someone will be around to drop off your prizes later today.
Hello, Central. This week was all about unity. I saw so many of you united wearing your orange yesterday. The following presentations is all about our Central SEL team and how they can help you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Do you ever have problems setting goals or making decisions? What about coping with emotions or getting along with and feeling empathy for others?
These are all important social and emotional skills, and some schools are explicitly teaching them to kids. Ms. Depot is here to talk about what she does.
Hi, beautiful people. My name is Miss Deepold, and I am the school counselor here at Central Primary School. I want to tell you a little bit about what my role is at Central Primary as your school counselor. I am part of the SEL team, that is Social Emotional Learning, along with Miss Adamson, Miss Miller, and Miss Langan. What I do in my role as school counselor varies a lot day by day. It kind of depends on who needs help, but I always explain that a lot of what I do is helping students like you. So if you're having really big feelings, all feelings are okay, and I love to help problem solve and learn more about our feelings. I also spend a lot of time working one-on-one, doing individual counseling sessions to work on things like conflict, problem solving, managing anger, social skills, really whatever somebody needs help with. And another major part of my role is teaching guidance or SEL lessons in the classroom. I spend a lot of time with our first graders. We are learning our 7 Mindsets curriculum. And I know my first graders will know a mindset is what you think. We spend a lot of time learning from that curriculum every single week. I love a friendly face. I love talking about feelings. I love hugs. If you ever see me, feel free to give me a hug, a smile, or a wave. That's all from me today. Bye!
You also may hear SEL referred to as socio-emotional learning or social-emotional literacy.
People with strong social emotional skills are better equipped to manage daily challenges, build positive relationships, and make informed decisions.
Here is Miss Adamson to talk about what she does at Central.
Hello, Central students. It's me, Mrs. Adamson, and I am one of the SEL team members here in your building. Now, I know that might not mean a lot to you, but hopefully the other kids on the CNN team have taught you what SEL means. An SEL interventionist, me, what that means is I come into classrooms and I teach you lessons. The lessons are to help you. Right now, most of your lessons are called 7 Mindsets. It's to help you be a better friend, to learn more about yourself, to learn about what you want to be when you grow up. That's a lot of my time. But I also spend a lot of time doing groups, and I work with all students in the entire building. My lessons are mostly 2nd grade, kindergarten, the multi-handicap rooms, and a preschool room. But I work with all students here. I also do a lot of things with PBIS, so I am a part of your unity circles, and I'm so proud of you guys when we do. I really work on making sure that at school, we all work together and we're a team. I want to make sure that you feel like your feelings are listened to and that you listen to other people's feelings too. So we work together as a team. I'm part of that team. So sometimes I do work with you as individuals, but usually for me in this role, I work with you guys as a group. So I love to see you in the hallway every time. I can't wait to work with you anytime. Whenever you need a hug, come and find me. Remember, I'm Mrs. Adamson, and I'm your SEL interventionist.
SEL helps students and adults thrive in school and in life, and skills can be taught and learned from preschool all the way up to through adulthood. That's important because people aren't born knowing how to manage emotions, solve problems, and get along with others.
These kind of skills have to be developed, and schools can help students learn them.
Miss Langen will now describe the things she does.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Langen. I'm the mental health therapist here at Central, and I work with kids and their feelings. And I help kids talk about times when maybe they're feeling sad. Maybe you're sad because you have a hard time making friends, or you have a hard time getting along with your classmates. And sometimes kids are really worried. They're worried about coming to school. They're worried sometimes maybe when they go in the lunchroom, the noises make them feel just really worried. Or sometimes when they have a big test, they get really anxious or worried about it. And then I also work with kids who their anger gets really big, really fast, and they don't really know how to deal with it. So maybe sometimes you get mad at school with a classmate or even your teacher, and maybe you'll yell at your teacher, or maybe you'll run out of the classroom. And so I work with kids and I help them find ways to understand how they're feeling. I also teach them different ways of calming themselves down. So I'll teach kids how to take long, deep breaths to calm their brain and their bodies. I also maybe coloring is a really good way to calm ourselves, to feel better. I use fidgets and stress balls. So there's many tools that I can teach kids to learn how to feel better, how to understand their emotions so that they're happier here at school.
It's also important to know that some students may need targeted support to fully benefit from SEL.
And here to talk about what she does at Central is Miss Miller.
Hello, Central! I hope you're having a great and wonderful day here at Central Primary. I am Miss Miller. If you don't know who I am your school social worker. I also work over at Columbus Intermediate School. Now, just like you've heard from Miss Adamson, I am one of your SEL team members, which is social emotional learning, if you don't know what that means. So, what I do here at Central is sometimes you'll see me walk around the building with other students. They might be having a hard time, and sometimes we need to get back to destination regulation, right? So sometimes we get upset and we need to calm down and get back to what we call the green zone, if you're familiar with the zones of regulation. So what else I do here at Central? Well, I run groups with all ages from kindergarten through 2nd grade. I also am in one of the preschool rooms doing 7 mindsets. So if you're ever having a bad day, you need somewhere to calm down, to talk to someone, or just want to come over to my office and say hi. I'm in the tower on the bottom floor. So just remember, I'm Miss Miller, your school social worker. Have a great day, Central.
We hope you learned a lot about what the SEL team does here at Central. And don't forget, they are all here for you.
We are here with your Friday Funnies. How is Mr. Johnson like a judge?
That's an interesting combo. How do you like?
They both give out sentences.
Princeton, you know what is odd?
No, what?
Oh, just every other number.
Did you know Miss Ganser's class was broken into yesterday and all the dictionaries were stolen?
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, she had lots of words.
Why did Mr. McKinnon wear sunglasses in his classroom?
Because he's so cool?
No, because his students were so bright.
What do you call two friends who love math?
I have no clue. What?
Algebros.
Why did Marcus eat his homework?
Ew, why would he do that?
Because Miss Mitchell told him it was a piece of cake.